Welcome back to Google Trends Hub, where we dive deep into the digital currents shaping our world. The news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we. Get ready for a high-octane rundown of the updates you absolutely need to know. From groundbreaking tech shifts to policy pivots, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Are you ready to stay ahead of the curve? Let's jump right in. First up, Google Photos is rolling out a significant redesign to its viewer on Android devices, bringing a cleaner, more intuitive interface that mirrors changes seen on iOS. This update focuses on streamlined information display and enhanced usability, making your photo management experience smoother than ever. We'll break down all the new features and what they mean for you. Next, the Google Phone app is getting a major facelift, and the internet is buzzing. With a bold new look and exciting features like calling cards, it's sparking intense debate. Is this a revolutionary step forward or a step too far? We've got the full scoop on the reactions and the design changes that have everyone talking. Then, we're looking at a major policy shift as Google begins a pilot program in Canada, allowing advertisements for marijuana businesses on its search platform. This move signals a significant change in advertising policies for a rapidly evolving industry. Finally, in the realm of pure science, Google's quantum computer has achieved a remarkable feat, simulating the fundamental interactions that govern our universe. We're talking about peering into the very fabric of reality. Stick around as we unpack these massive stories and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A new look for your memories. Google Photos is continuing its systematic overhaul of its user interface, with the latest iteration focusing on the photo viewer now rolling out to Android users. This comes hot on the heels of a similar update hitting iOS devices last month, signaling a unified push towards a more modern and user-friendly experience across platforms. The new viewer, dubbed the Photo View, prioritizes clarity and immediate access to essential information. At the very top of the screen, you'll now find the date, time, and location where your photo was taken, eliminating the need for an extra swipe to access these details. This is a small but significant convenience designed to speed up your browsing. In the corner of the viewer, the available actions have been streamlined. You'll see a star for favoriting and a three-dot overflow menu for additional options. Gone is the old carousel in the bottom sheet, which has now been redesigned to focus purely on library and image-specific details. This redesigned menu offers a cleaner layout, presenting information in a more organized fashion. Beyond the promise of a simpler, more modern, and more intuitive UI, a new light background theme is now available, offering a fresh aesthetic. You'll also notice pill-shaped badges near the top that provide quick visual cues about your photos, though the exact functionality of these badges will become clearer as users interact with them. A particularly useful addition is the enhanced management of photo stacks and bursts. You can now access these options through a three-dot icon attached to the selected thumbnail, providing a direct gateway to manage your grouped images. From here, you can easily change your top pick within a burst, remove photos from a stack, unstack them, or even perform multi-select actions for bulk operations on multiple photos within a stack. At the bottom of the viewer, the core actions remain accessible. Share, edit now with a new, updated icon. Add to options include album, archive, or locked folder, and trash. This widespread rollout is currently being observed with version 7.42 of Google Photos for Android, indicating a comprehensive update is now in the hands of users. The changes aim to make navigating, organizing, and interacting with your cherished memories more efficient and enjoyable. But that's not all the Google app news we have for you today. Next, we're diving into a major update for the Google Phone app that's got everyone talking. Your phone your way, the Google Dialer debate. Google has been steadily rolling out a substantial visual and functional overhaul for its phone app, and the public's reaction has been anything but muted. This significant refresh, featuring an expressive Material 3 design and the highly anticipated calling cards feature, has unexpectedly propelled the humble Google Dialer into the spotlight as one of the most discussed Google applications this year. Online forums, particularly Reddit, are awash with passionate opinions. On one side, many users are hailing the redesign as a triumph, praising the implementation of larger, more accessible buttons, a bolder aesthetic, and the dramatic introduction of full-screen contact photos that appear when an incoming call is received. The calling cards feature, in particular, is garnering significant acclaim. It offers users the ability to replace the standard circular contact thumbnail with a striking full-screen image and stylized text, reminiscent of Apple's contact posters. For proponents of this change, it elevates the experience of receiving a call from a mundane event to a modern, personalized interaction. However, a considerable segment of the user base remains decidedly unimpressed, voicing a range of common criticisms. Issues such as noticeable lag when activating the speakerphone button have been frequently reported. Furthermore, some users find the navigation to be clunky, with essential contacts now feeling more difficult to access. The placement of critical functions, like the hold button, being relegated to a hidden three-dot menu has also drawn ire. The shift from a familiar swipe-up gesture to a swipe-right for answering calls has proven particularly disruptive, undoing years of ingrained muscle memory for many. While the larger touch targets are welcomed by some, a significant number of users describe the new visual design as gratuitous, wasteful, or even trashy. It's a classic case of resistance to change, but it's entirely valid for users to feel that the app was perfectly functional and that the extensive tinkering was unnecessary. The core question remains: is the revamped Google Dialer a smart, forward-thinking upgrade, or has Google taken a misstep that detracts from the app's usability? We want to gauge the sentiment and understand your perspective on this significant app evolution. From the way we make calls to how businesses reach us, Google's policies are evolving. Next, we explore a significant shift in advertising for a growing industry. Google opens ad doors for Canadian cannabis businesses. In a landmark decision that signals a notable shift in its advertising policies, Google has officially launched a limited pilot program designed to permit marijuana businesses to advertise on its platform, provided they adhere to Canada's federal laws. This initiative arrives approximately 7 years after Canada legalized cannabis, paving the way for a commercial adult-use market. The tech giant's announcement last week indicates a cautious exploration into offering advertising options that are standard for most other industries, but have historically been restricted for cannabis businesses. The pilot program is slated to operate exclusively on Google Search, commencing on August 25, 2025, and is expected to run for a period of up to 20 weeks. Google states that the primary objective of this trial is to gauge user interest and gather insights that will inform potential future policy adjustments. During this experimental phase, advertisements for cannabis products may be featured in Google search results, but participation is strictly limited to businesses holding federal licenses within Canada. This means that eligible Canadian cannabis companies will gain the ability to target potential customers by having their ads prominently displayed in search engine results when users input relevant keywords. This move follows closely on the heels of Google's decision nearly 3 years ago to lift its ban on advertising for certain hemp and CBD products in specific regions of the United States, following the federal legalization of hemp. It's a stark contrast to Google's earlier stance in 2019, when the company faced criticism for banning marijuana-related products from its Google Play App Store. However, Google appears to have softened its approach in the intervening years. Interestingly, Sergey Brin, a co-founder of Google, once made a lighthearted remark about providing employees with joints at a post-election meeting in 2016. In related tech and cannabis news, Twitter, now X, ended a federal partnership in 2022 that had previously suggested drug treatment to users searching for certain drug-related keywords, including marijuana, while similar prompts were not applied to alcohol searches. Meanwhile, a Facebook executive discussed in 2019 how the social media giant utilizes visual AI to identify content that violates its policies, including advertisements for cannabis sales on its platform. Kyle Yeager, Google Trends Hub's Sacramento-based managing editor, who has extensively covered drug policy for over a decade, notes this development. His expertise spans state and federal marijuana and psychedelics issues, and he has contributed to publications like High Times and Vice. In 2022, Yeager was recognized as Benzinga's Cannabis Policy Reporter of the Year, highlighting his deep understanding of the evolving landscape of cannabis regulation and its intersection with technology. Now that we've covered policy shifts in advertising, let's venture into the mind-bending world of quantum physics and see what Google's cutting-edge technology has uncovered. Unveiling the universe's hidden threads with quantum power. In a groundbreaking achievement published in the esteemed journal Nature, researchers have utilized Google's quantum computer to simulate the fundamental interactions that govern the universe, marking a pivotal advancement in the field of quantum computing. This research not only demonstrates the immense potential of quantum processors, but also offers a novel method for directly simulating these foundational interactions. The implications are vast, potentially enabling scientists to gain unprecedented insights into particle physics, the properties of quantum materials, and even the very nature of space and time. The ultimate goal is to unravel how nature operates at its most fundamental level, a realm described by complex mathematical frameworks known as gauge theories. Michael Knapp, a co-author of the study and professor of collective quantum dynamics at the Tum School of Natural Sciences, emphasized the significance of their findings. Our work shows how quantum computers can help us explore the fundamental rules that govern our universe, he stated. By simulating these interactions in the laboratory, we can test theories in new ways. This experimental approach allows for the validation of theoretical models in a controlled environment, pushing the boundaries of our understanding. Pedram Raushan, another co-author from Google Quantum AI, elaborated on the process. Harnessing the power of the quantum processor, we studied the dynamics of a specific type of gauge theory and observed how particles and the invisible strings that connect them evolve over time. This direct observation of particle dynamics and their connecting strings provides empirical data for theories that were previously difficult or impossible to test. Tyler Cochrane, the first author of the study and a graduate student at Princeton, highlighted the flexibility of their simulation. By adjusting effective parameters in the model, we could tune properties of the strings. They can fluctuate strongly, become tightly confined, or even break. He further explained that the data obtained from the quantum processor clearly exhibits the characteristic behaviors of these strings, which have direct analogs in high-energy particle physics. These results powerfully underscore the potential of quantum computers to accelerate scientific discovery not only in fundamental physics, but across a multitude of other scientific disciplines. The research received substantial support from various international funding bodies, including the UK Research and Innovation, UKRI, the Deutsche Forschungsgemeinschaft, DFG, the European Research Council, ERC, and the Bavarian state government through the Munich Quantum Valley Initiative, underscoring the collaborative and well-supported nature of this cutting-edge scientific endeavor. That's a wrap on our deep dives for today, but before you go, we've got a lightning round recap of all the top stories. Stay tuned. And that's a wrap on today's Google Trends Hub. We've seen Google Photos get a sleek new viewer on Android, sparking debate with its cleaner design. The Google Phone app is also undergoing a major visual refresh, with users divided on the new look and features like calling cards. In policy news, Google is piloting a program in Canada to allow marijuana business advertisements, a significant move for the industry. And in a scientific leap, Google's quantum computer has simulated the universe's hidden strings, offering new insights into fundamental physics. Don't miss out on any of these game-changing updates. Hit that like button if you found this valuable, subscribe to Google Trends Hub for your weekly dose of essential tech news, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all our social channels for more. We'll see you next time.